Let's talk about his name is Hagseth. Hagseth. If you're going to start Secretary of War, you got to have a name like Hagseth. My name is Hagseth. 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 I like that. And listen, I ain't going to lie to you. Kid's name is Gunner. I'm already a fan. I'm a fan. Gunner? That's a strong name, man. Gunner. But listen to what this guy says. Some of you are going to like it. Some of you not. I personally, I'll tell you what I think. Listen to what he says.
If the Secretary of War can do regular, hard PT, so can every member of our joint force. Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
Time
and
out.
Leading commands around.
Time out. Stop. Thank you. Thank you. I don't listen. If I'm walking into a grocery store, we'll say we're going to the pub, me and the guys. Okay, I feel pretty confident with the young guys that are behind the screen here because a lot of them are fit. Okay, if you're out at a pub and you got a fatso on your right wing and a fatso on your left who's already sweating after his second Guinness, if things are going down, I don't trust the out of shapers to get my back. So if you are if you're in war, let's pray to God. No, there's no reason to be in war unless we're being invaded, and we have to defend ourselves. Yeah, let's then send in the non-fatsos. First of all, do you ever see a fat, sloppy guy as a bouncer? No. Because you squeeze his boob as you walk in, you're like, quack, and you can outrun him. But when you see that chiseled, maybe he's on a lot of testosterone, but he's got ass glutes like rocks, and he could chase you like a rhino for about 30 miles, that's the guy you want watching your ass, and that's the guy you want if things go down, showing up, going, I got this. I want that guy. I don't want the guy going, I don't want to climb fences because somebody, just listen. I know police officers. I have them in my family. My family, the officers are all in shape. I've seen other police officers where I'm like, if I got a situation at home, I'm not too confident on Jerry showing up because I see him at the coffee shop in the morning and his belly is always hanging over his belt and he's always pulling up the back of his pants because he's a fatso. And no offense, if you're hurt by that word, you should be. I came back from Africa a fatso. And I have to look at my I was 82 pounds in kindergarten. On my life, I'm not kidding you. I had to get on the scale. The nurse would come to the room, James Breuer, and I'd have to, I swear to God, my hand to God. James Breuer, and thank God Noel Garzone and from the Philippines and Salian Costello were fatter, because if someone called me fat, I'm like, not as fat as you, Noel. So I'd always, not as fat as you, Salian, and you're a girl, fatso. And that made me go, I gotta get in shape. I am tired of being called a fatso. And yes, it's whatever makes you, there's psychological reasons, there's, some of us just forget we got one hole back here. You go to some of the middle of the country, it's like when they're little kids, they're like, go ahead and eat like you got 9 back there. Go ahead. Is that who you want putting on a uniform and trying to fight? Because they're not going to be able to walk 10 feet, 20 feet without huffing and puffing and needed a break and to pull up their pants. So I back the no fatso. And let me tell you something, that word fatso, that is the FU for a heavy person. That is, if I'm just being honest. When you lost your mind and you lost your cool, if you call someone a fatso, that's basically FU. The fight's over. So, for example, if I'm in a parking lot and I'm pulling in the car, and because most big people are nice, most of them are really kind-hearted, beautiful people. All right, they just are, but they got to stay in that zone, because the minute they show a darker, the minute they start getting aggressive, and no matter whether they're right or wrong, it always ends with, whatever, fatso! Fatso! Woo! Woo! Yeah, go lose weight, because they know you're going to be home at night going, I'm not a fatso. So what if I wear a t-shirt in the pool and my belly button is always like... It's a powerful, really mean word, but it works. I'm just being honest. It worked for me. What else is this guy? So the military's got no more fatsos. Dude, he should have just got right to the point. I'm telling you right now, part of the Department of War, no fatsos. You would have lost everyone like, I can't believe he said that. Bye-bye. Okay, what's his other thing? I love this. No more fatsos, no more what?
DEI offices, dudes in dresses.
What?
No more climate change worship.
No more climate. Can you put up the list? Because I can't hear it. What's the list? Here we go. No more identity months. I'm all for that. I don't understand why you need to identify yourself. When did we start needing to identify ourselves? Like, who said, hi, my name's Jim, and I have brown hair. I'm heterosexual. I'm married. I like women, and I like eating good food. And yeah, that's me. Hi, my name's Jerry, and I identify as a, on Wednesdays, I'm a girl. On Thursdays, I'm a he, what, when, who, what, thou, thee, whatchamacallit. And on Fridays, I go nutso, and I'm a cat. So when... I will say, I think I will give him credit. I'm pretty sure Bill Burr was hosting SNL, and he was the first one to really put it out there that said, he was like, gay people, they get Pride Month for June. I mean, you get a whole month. And then he goes into black people, slavery. They get February. It's a very hilarious, brilliant bit. But at the same time made you go, yeah, why? What? And it's not anything against gay people or nothing, but I don't get like, hey, we get a whole month to celebrate George and Bill playing hide the baloney. And let's have a parade where we got our donkeys hanging. Like, what are we celebrating? Did you help someone with cancer? Did you help your neighbor whose husband died and they're a widow and they're having dementia, and you go over there and help them out every month? Or is it hide the baloney month? Why don't we just call it hide the baloney month? I'm just, what is the celebration? Oh, it's because we're coming out. Okay, that's your personal adventure. I'm not gonna go, I've reached 500,000 subscribers. It's 500,000 subscriber month. Or it's not, hey, Fatso month. Why can't Fatsos get a month? We're proud to be fat and have boobies and wear T-shirts in a pool. You guys better edit this good. Edit this good. All right? I don't want the whole, I don't have any advertisers yet, so I don't get. Yeah, no gender delusions. So basically, he also said, and this is my favorite, before he even says it, no more gender delusions. If you're going into a fight, be honest, do you want someone going in the fight going, I'm going to kick your ass, but I'm really scared? Do you want someone running in the field with an AR wearing a dress while he's got a beard? Did they leave the parade for the fight? Like, I don't... Was that too far? Was that too far? One of my favorite things he says is no more climate change worship. This has been gnawing on my rear end. If you think there's climate change, I agree with you. There is climate change. It changes every single day. And the lines in the sky, which I videotaped and showed you, they form clouds. And those clouds, whatever those lines are changing the climate. And it's not the cows farting. It's not, I was a kid in the 70s, and the most famous TV person there, who was part of Star Trek, got paid a lot of money, and the propaganda, look it up, he was Spock, and he comes out, they did a whole hour to scare, let's scare them into climate change. Do you know how much money of your tax, now think about this if you believe in climate change. I want you to seriously think about this. Get your emotions out. If you got to leave the room, do a couple circles and come back. And if you're still pissed about the fatso bit, do 2 laps around and then come back. If you're stop being emotionally attached to everything they tell you the boogeyman is coming, okay? Climate change. Take a wild guess. Now, you work how many days a week you work, and then when you work, your trusted government comes and takes your money whether you want to give it to them or not. And then you trust them, all 300 of them. A lot of them have dual citizenship somewhere. We'll get into that later. And they get your money. Your money doesn't go to your grandpa that has dementia and he's starting to drop a deuce in his pants every other day and you got to clean it. You go, no. No. It's going to another country so they can go, we are very sorry. We did not mean to kill the 3 innocent babies in Lebanon and the 2 American citizens. That's misinformation. Quack, quack. Okay, the point is, your money, think of how much money goes into climate change. Now, here's how they get every generation. My generation, the boogeyman came. You're all gonna freeze to death within 10 years. They told me. They got the TV star. The biggest show in the world is Star Trek. Get Spock. in another 10 years. And they had the wind. In another 10 years, most likely, the ice age will come again. And they paid, you paid all this money. And you know what? Millions of dollars of our specialist scientists. Trust the science. Trust anything on the television. Quack, quack. They tell us the truth all the time. Clap harder, Seal. Who do we trust? Television, television. They wouldn't lie to us. Oh, no, they wouldn't do that. They care about the people. Getting off track. Get back on it. I'm back. These guys are all going, about 400 people just left. If I'm paying you to go, hey man, we just took all the Americans' money and we started this foundation, this whole branch of government, and we're gonna check into the climate. And they, with all that money, came back and their answer is, we're gonna freeze to death. Oh my God, what do we do? Kill cows, more chicken, and less farting. Okay, that's gonna save us, right? Okay, and call people to spray paint their hair blue and block traffic. Okay. We didn't freeze to death. That's a big mistake. That's a $1 billion mistake. So then what is the con again? Hey, we're starting a war. This is going on. All these different companies then go, hey, can we get the Americans to keep working and all the rest of the world to keep working? And then we'll take your money and we'll put it in this foundation. we're gonna save the earth. Then there was a hole in the ozone layer. Anyone that grew up in the 80s, we know there's a hole in the ozone layer and we're all gonna burn to death. What? Oh yeah, the hole, and we have to repair the hole. Oh, what's causing it? Hairspray in New Jersey and New York. No one in Alabama, nobody else wears hairspray? Nope. Aquanet, bad. You're killing the ozone layer. Quick, block the traffic. And then when that didn't come to fruition, we took more of our money and they said, the seas are rising. The seas are rising? Oh yeah. It went up 0.0172 milliseconds of it. I know there's no millisecond. Millimeters of an inch in the last 5 years, which is the fastest rate, and they give you all the facts and the figures, and they bring out John Kerry. Let me tell you about it. Doesn't he belong back in the stall? Who's a jackass that ran for president? And he supposedly won against Bush. You kids don't know. Rob Gore. Thank you. I need someone over 50. Al Gore. Al Gore. His wife censored lyrics. And he was all about, we got to help the climate. Meanwhile, they're part of a concert where everyone's flying their private jet. Hilarious. You can't make it up. And all the money raised from that went in somebody's pocket. But hey, we're saving the earth. When are you going to understand? Why would billionaires buy land on the seafront if the seas were rising? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? Obama, the season, we got to give more money to, what's that in Martha's Vineyard? Put it right on the beach. real concerned. Do you understand how all these people play us humans over and over again? And we just keep, hey, as long, we believe everything it says. Right, Mommy? Uh-huh. Right, Daddy? Absolutely. When's the ball game on? I like this guy, is what I'm getting to. I don't know much about him. I like what he's implementing. No more of that stuff. What was the other one? Don't lose me. No more DEI offices. What's DEI? Diversity. Yes. No. It's done. It's out. If I'm putting together a great baseball team, if I'm putting together a great media team, or social media team, I don't care if you're, am I allowed to say midget, a midget, small person, whatever they identify as, although he says we don't have to worry about that. Okay, I grew up, it was a midget. It was called midget wrestling. So therefore, we have to go back in time and change all those labels. Me growing up, midget. All right, so I don't care if you're a midget. I don't care if you're a gay, half black, half Indian. Didn't someone like that run for president? And then and then you dress up as a female and you're transgendering into another sex. If you're the best at the job, you got it. It's really that simple. It's called common sense. You know how frustrating it is I personally know a family member that has given their life and their soul to being, I don't want to give away too much, but at their job. Not only are they incredible at their job, but there's nobody better. And this person took a test to be the tippy top of that branch of what this person works at. And this person came just under 100. And they couldn't get the job. They had to give it to someone who got it in the low 80s because of DEI. Now, if I have a baseball team, do I have to DEI my team? I'd say I'm sacrificing what I want done the way I want it done. It's really, that's just an opinion. I'm sure you're going to let me know what you think of that opinion. No more climate change. I love that. No more division of distraction, DEI. No more identity months, 100% into that. And no more gender delusion. Fine. I'm into that. If you're not sure if you're a boy or a girl, then no, you can't go into battle. I think that's what he's saying. Me personally, I'm for that if things, God forbid, ever go down.